It's me again, Dr. John B. Gordon III, proud Division Superintendent of Suffolk Public Schools, closing out the book, Ways to Make Sunshine by Renee Watson. Today I'm reading chapter 23, Another Thing About Ice Cream. Mom picks us up after school and we go to Helen Bernard Bakery on Broadway to pick up a cake. The whole way there, Dad and Ray tell Mom how good I was, how I didn't mess up, not once. I am so proud of you, Ryan. I am really, really proud, Mom says. After we get the cake, we stop at Safeway and get ice cream. I think maybe Mom is celebrating how well I did, how much I am growing into my name. But when we get home, I realize this cake and the ice cream celebration has nothing to do with me stepping in for Kiki. It's just when I thought my favorite dessert couldn't be ruined anymore, I learned that Mom and Dad have many, many ways of messing up a good day and a favorite treat. Mom uncovers a cake that looks like it's been painted with pink icing. The cake is decorated with the prettiest white roses. In the middle, there's a math equation in white icing. 2 + 1 = 3. I read it out loud twice before I understand what's happening. 2 + 1 = 3. The pink icing, the number 3, the way the mom is holding her belly. Dad says, our family is growing. And Mom adds, you two are getting a little sister. Her whole face is a shining sun. Ray says, another one? Really? Why can't it be your brother? Because God has blessed us with another girl, Dad says. He cuts the cake and dishes out ice cream. The only thing worse than having ice cream when learning that you are moving is having it when you learn that you are going to be a big sister. Ray shrugs and starts eating his dessert. There will be 5 of us now in this new, old house that I am just starting to get comfortable in. This is not something to celebrate. Not only is this little baby ruining ice cream and cake, she's doing it on the last day of school, on the day that I grew into my name and pushed through my fear to speak in front of my classmates, plus all the special guests. All day long, I've been so excited to start summer vacation. All day long, I've been thinking how I am no longer a 4th grader. But Mom hasn't even mentioned that I am officially in the 5th grade. She hasn't said anything about our last day of school tradition of going to the public library. What if Mom would be too tired or too busy getting ready for the baby this summer? Will I get to do anything that we normally do? Mom hasn't said anything about going to Oaks Amusement Park, or when we'll go to Seaside Beach, or what we'll do for the 4th of July. All she is talking about is this baby, and this baby that. Ray doesn't even seem bothered at all by this baby news. Between mouthfuls of cake and ice cream, he says, Mom, there's really a baby growing inside of you? As he stares at Mom's belly. Yes, there is. Mom rubs her stomach, stands and turns to the side, pinching her shirt tight to her body. Her stomach is poking out, just a little. She's right here, Mom says. Soon you'll be able to notice without having to look too hard. Mom sits back down and eats a bite of her cake. Ray, do you remember when I was pregnant with Ryan? Ray shrugs and says, not really, and he licks the frosting off of his fork. This just proves to me that this baby is nothing but trouble. She's going to be remembered, and I'm not. I shrug my shoulders, just like he did, and tell him, well, I don't remember you growing in Mom's belly either. So there. How could you? I'm older. Duh. The way he says duh, dragging it out like an accordion, makes me even more upset. Ray gets up and puts his plate in the sink. When Ray comes back to the table, Dad cuts another slice of cake for himself. Do either of you have any questions for us? He asks. Ray asks a very important question. One I hadn't thought of. Where's the baby going to sleep? Well, Dad says, the baby will sleep in the crib that will be in our room for the first few months. He gets her from the table, walks over to the refrigerator, and pours himself a glass of milk. Mom asks, once she's old enough to sleep in her own bed, she'll share the room with Ryan. Me? So far, this little sister that everyone is so happy about has ruined my favorite dessert and will take over my bedroom. There is definitely nothing to celebrate here. I ask, Where will she sit in the car? Mom looks puzzled, like she hasn't thought about it yet, and then she says, in the back with you and Ray. We'll put her car seat on the passenger side, you will sit in the middle, and Ray will sit next to you. I won't be able to look out the window anymore, I asked. Once the baby is here, I'll be smushed between my brother and my little sister because 2 + 1 = 3, and that puts me in the middle. How will I see the license plates as we drive through the city? Maybe this little baby sister is here to make Mom forget about all the things that are important to me. Dad nudges me, says, Ryan, you haven't eaten any of your cake. Mom looks at me with care in her eyes and reaches out for my hand. Sweetheart, things will change, but you know that we will never, ever change. What? I ask. Our love for you. I think about the story my little sister will be told about the day her big sister found out about her being in her mama's belly. I don't want her to know I refused to eat the cake and ice cream. I complained about all the things that wouldn't be the same. I think to myself how awful that would feel to know that her big sister was so upset. That would be worse than a sibling saying they don't remember you being born. Ray and Dad then leave the table. Mom stays with me. She slides my plate in the middle of the two of us. The ice cream runs rivers around the cake. She cuts the cake in half, slides my fork closer to me, and we start eating. The cake tastes so good, like all chocolate cake does, and I'm so glad I didn't waste it. I ate the last bite and set my fork on the plate. We got a picture right there of the cake. I wonder if my little sister will like chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream. I wonder if she'll have adventurous taste buds and if she'll like playing chef with me and be taste tester for all the concoctions I cook up. Will she like having make-believe parades? Will she know how to make the sun shine even on the rainiest of days? I wonder what we will call her and how long it will take her to grow into her name. I wonder if when we take a family vote, she'll side with me and Mom. I do more math equations in my head. 2 + 1 = 3. 1 brother plus 2 sisters equals more girls. 1 dad plus 1 brother plus 1 mom plus 2 sisters equals more girls. I am starting to think that the equation written in the icing was good news after all. I say to Mom, there will be 3 girls in the house now. Yes, there will be, she says. She takes our dishes to the sink. Us girls outnumber the boys, she winks at me and smiles. I think maybe things will get even better and better from here. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you have enjoyed Ways to Make Sunshine by Renee Watson. Tune in next semester to see what our next book will be for All District Reads.